In just 7 minutes, ABC6 is taking you inside a home that's about to become a crime scene. We follow a former professional burglar as he breaks in and makes off with the valuables.
First breaking news we've been following all evening of a police-involved shooting. Chaos in North Columbus as SWAT officers storm a crowded dance studio in the area of North High and Vilmont. We have team coverage tonight. Maria Durant with the rundown of the incident, what exactly happened there. Dave Detling talked to some frightened witnesses. And we'll start with you, Maria.
Well, Bob, I can tell you that parents and dancers who were inside this studio here, it was quite a terrifying night. Now, just moments ago, I spoke with the police sergeant for the latest information. He tells me that at this hour, that suspect is being questioned right now at police headquarters. He also tells me that SWAT officers had the suspect under surveillance. That suspect was robbing a BMV that was located right here in the same shopping plaza.
At first we were like really panicky, and then we were just about to start class, so we were all really panicking, but we all came together and we were like praying for a bit.
And their prayers answered. SWAT officers arrest the suspect they had been tailing, and no one was hurt. But this all going down in a massive scene with 4 police locations. First, around 6:30, the suspect robs the BMV. He's armed and holds up the employees and gets away with the cash. The suspect tries to make his way to his car, located in the back of the building, and that's when he realizes he was being followed.
Suspect is running. We have a SWAT officer in a vehicle who's trying to catch up to him and pin him in. That officer hits him with that vehicle. There's another SWAT officer who was coming up from behind in his car. He gets out of his car, starts running towards the suspect. When the suspect is hit initially, he flies off of the car into the other officer. That officer is thrown back into his own vehicle.
At that point, an officer fires at the suspect, but he continues on, trying to get away by hiding in the dance studio. And now, while in that dance studio, the suspect was tased. Again, he right now is down at police headquarters being questioned. Now, police are not releasing the suspect's name. As for that SWAT officer who is hurt, I'm told he is expected to be okay. In the north side, I'm Maria Durant, ABC6 News.
Thank you, Maria. And now to our Dave Detling. And Dave, what a crazy experience for people just going about their normal life.
Yeah, talk about a wild night inside this dance studio. A lot of people saying they were scared. There were some dancers as young as 7 years old. They say the atmosphere was calm until SWAT officers stormed inside looking for a suspect.
Are you okay? We're much calm. We're breathing now, aren't we, Abby? We're breathing now.
Janet Blackburn, calm and collected, knowing her 2 granddaughters are safe. She describes what happened inside Footsteps Family Dance Center around 6:30 when officers came running through the front doors.
I'm just sitting there watching her, and men came in through the front door with black caps on and camouflage, hollering, you know, man in the building with a gun.
Columbus police say they were looking for a robbery suspect who may have been hiding inside the dance studio. It's still unknown if he had a gun.
So I had already hit the floor behind a bench, and then someone else hollered, "Leave the building." They had big long guns, and the SWAT team did.
When SWAT gave the orders, Janet says she grabbed her 1 granddaughter, Abby, and ran out.
I think there was just about a half a dozen of us that got out, and everybody else is in a dance rooms, I think, with their teachers and lots of little girls.
And police telling us that suspect did enter the dance studio with a gun. They were able to recover it. Meantime, no one inside that dance studio was hurt. We're live on the north side. Dave Detling, ABC6 News.
All right, thank you, Dave. And we'll keep digging for new information and bring you continuing coverage here on ABC6 and ABC6onyourside.com. We'll have a live update coming up in just a few minutes.
Developing news now, the search for victims of a suspected child pornographer. This was breaking news on ABC6 News at 5 tonight. A Marion man arrested, accused of taking nude photos of underage girls. ABC6's Ben Garbrick since then has spoken with the suspect's sister and has some new information tonight. Ben?
Well, Bob, this woman says her brother is an amateur photographer. She says he takes pictures at weddings and birthday parties all the time, but she never imagined he might be taking naked pictures of underage girls. Richard Hale is sitting in jail facing several felony charges. Police say they took thousands of naked pictures of underage girls from this home on Capaldi Drive in Marion. Hale's family says he's been living in the basement for the last few years. Police think many local girls were in some of these pictures. Richard's sister Jacqueline asked us not to show her face. She says these charges come as a complete shock.
There is no reason, except stupidity, that he's done this. I mean, I don't approve of this. It's very upsetting to the whole family.
Hale is facing 2 charges of pandering. His sister describes him as a gullible man, constantly spending his money on women, trying to buy their affection.
He thought they were, friends, girlfriends.
Jacqueline says police got a warrant and took all of Richard's cameras several years ago. She says those charges were eventually dropped. Now she's afraid Richard may have got himself into serious trouble.
I don't know what he's done. I'm just hoping it is not true. But, who knows anymore? I just don't know anymore.
Marion police say this investigation isn't over yet. They're still trying to find more girls that may be victims. Police say they expect to file many more charges. Live in the newsroom, I'm Ben Garber, ABC 6 News.
All right, thank you, Ben. Tonight, word is spreading across the OSU campus after at least 3 women said they were raped in recent weeks. University police are investigating. Last year, they received 28 such reports. Police say that in the most recent cases, the victims knew their attackers. The school is now teaching students about preventing sex crimes.
I mean, coming in as a freshman, they definitely warn you about the dangers of that, especially the younger students binge drinking. I mean, it gets to a point where late night they're roaming the streets, especially if they're not in a group. They definitely put themselves at danger.
Warn you about stuff like this. They had first year sessions to talk about it. I actually just went to one the other week or so about well, it was about dating abuse, but it's still some type of abuse. So.
Students can also get free self-defense training. Women say they're taking precautions on campus, like locking their doors and knowing their surroundings and traveling in groups. Police say he is a repeat drunk driver who killed a young mom in a crash last week. Tonight, this man, Mark Kraft, has been indicted. He now faces charges of aggravated vehicular homicide, aggravated vehicular assault, and driving under the influence. Kraft remains locked up in the Delaware County Jail, awaiting his next court appearance. Last week's crash killed Heidi Hecker and injured her baby and the baby's father.
A gruesome find in Licking County over the weekend. 2 cats and a dog were killed and just dumped outside of Newark. It was a heartbreaking discovery for the owner of the property here. Mary Wills says her grandson actually came across the bodies after a hunting trip. The cats were found lying in a field and the dog wrapped in an old sleeping bag. There's no word yet on how the animals died, but the dog appeared starved, just skin and bones.
It just made me sick, worried about my animals, and I've got a long-haired dachshund and a cat, and I was worried about them, what somebody might do to them.
The animals were picked up and taken to a vet, whom the Humane Society now hopes can turn up some clues. Well, tonight, ABC 6 is on your side to show you how quickly a burglar can turn your life upside down.
In just a moment, we're going to follow a former professional burglar as he breaks into a home and makes off with valuables. Fighting Back reporter Steve Levine is live as the bad guy prepares to go to work. Steve.
Yolanda, in just a few minutes, we're going to show you the importance of fighting back to keep thieves from getting into your home. We hired Bob Portenier. He's a former burglar. He served time for armed robbery. In just a few minutes, he's going to bust through those doors and expose the secrets of a burglar to find out what they do to get your stuff. Bob, you brought us here to the back of the house. Tell us, why do you want to break in here?
Well, the house is quite a ways back there, so I don't have to worry about that house being seen or heard. The houses next door, I'm not worried about those. This is the best place to go through to stay, unobserved and do your thing.
All right, you got your tools, you're ready to go. We got the clock ready. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. Time to break in.
All right, a lot of times you folks don't bother locking your storm door. This is a single pane door, and it's an antique door. It makes it easy to get into. I'm going to open up the back door and let my partner back in. He's going to load up some things in the garage. What I'm looking for here is in the kitchen. A lot of folks will put their pharmaceuticals here or in the bedroom, bathroom and master bedroom. Nothing yet. A lot of dishes, glasses, cups. Nothing here. Oh, here we go. 3 bottles of pharmaceuticals. Dining room. Nothing of interest there. Here's the living room. Nothing here. What I really want to find is a home office, because there's a lot of stuff in there that's worth money. Oh, there's a lockbox. I'll set it out here. My partner, when he gets done, yeah, upstairs. Hey, check that closet just at the top of the stairs and grab that lockbox.
Got it.
Okay. So we got the laptop. Let's see what we got in the drawers. What do we got here? Oh, nice ring. Okay, I'll be down a bit. Credit cards, blank checks, cash. In God we trust. I like that. Let's see what we got over here. What's this? Passports. Very cool. Okay. Let's go over. See what we got in master bedroom. In here, you usually find a gun. Now, if the homeowner comes home and gets heroic, this could get messy. There's some nice buckles. Jewelry box. We'll take this and go through it at my leisure. And that's about it. So, let's get out of here before the cops come. And before I fall down the stairs. This is hard work, folks. So I think I'll grab a couple of beers. Add insult to injury. And that's just how fast it is. And you'll notice one thing, folks. Everyone keeps their stuff in the same place. That's why it makes it so easy for burglars to steal your stuff. Okay, let's go, pal.
In 3 minutes and 42 seconds, these thieves got in the house, stole the stuff, and were out the door. Coming up, we'll take a look at the loot, and we'll find out the biggest loss this family suffered. Live in Columbus, Steve Levine, ABC 6 News.
All right, Steve, some eye-opening stuff there. Thanks. Well, tonight, the search intensifies for the green-gloved bandit in West Columbus. He is linked to 6 gas station robberies, including 3 today. Now, he doesn't hide his face, and he strikes during the morning rush. The green-gloved bandit has used a gun in each case, and, of course, the green gloves. And local store owners are thinking about some extra protection.
I guess I could talk to the manager, see what else we can bring in. Probably maybe some kind of gun or something to just have it as a safety.
Police don't want people to take matters into their own hands, though. Patel says it is store policy to give robbers what they want.
Once again, we're following breaking news tonight. Police officers opened fire on a robbery suspect. Still an active scene on Dilmont, just off of North High Street. We'll head back out there now to Maria Durant, who's been digging for new information all night. Maria?
Yeah, the police sergeant tells me that the officers here will probably be here for the next couple of hours. They're still processing the scene. Now, this is where they finally caught up with that robbery suspect inside this dance studio right behind me. Now, our camera was the first camera here at the scene earlier this evening around 6:30. When you can see here in this video, the suspect is handcuffed. Now, the guy was under surveillance by SWAT officers. He robbed the BMV, which is located in this same shop shopping plaza. And as he was making his way to his car, he realized he was being watched by the SWAT officers. Now, they tried to stop him with their car, and at that point, a SWAT officer was hurt. Now, the guy just kept going, and we do know that a police officer then fired his gun. And then the suspect ran into the dance studio trying to hide, and again, that's where they finally take him down. They tased him inside this dance studio. Now, the good news in all of this is that no one was hurt. A SWAT officer was hit by a car, but I'm told that he is going to be okay. We are live on the north side. I'm Maria Durant, ABC 6 News.
All right, thank you, Maria. A Central Ohio hoarder is still hoarding, and he could serve more jail time if he doesn't listen to a judge and get rid of his junk. Steve Lawrence was in court for a contempt of court hearing. ABC 6 News was there when Judge Harlan Hale checked out his property in Hilliard yesterday. Neighbors have been complaining for years, and today the judge ruled it was still a mess.
Defendant Steve Lorenz remains in contempt of this court's prior order and is sentenced to 30 days in jail. The court will suspend 26 days of the sentence.
Lorenz's wife, Dora, was ordered by the court to clean up the mess. She actually asked the judge to give him a longer sentence than 4 days. He already got that because she can only clean up when he's not around. The judge set another hearing for January.
New tonight, Ohioans step up to help victims of Superstorm Sandy. They're holding a supply drive in Dublin at the Bridge Street Kroger parking lot. All the stuff they collect will go to people in 2 Sandy-ravaged communities in New Jersey and New York. One of the organizers has some family on the East Coast.
And it affected pretty much everybody I know. And I have a daughter in New York, and when I look at it, it's like a war zone. And I wanted to do something for the people there.
The Dublin Hurricane Sandy project continues tomorrow from 7 until 5, again at the Bridge Street Kroger parking lot.
Well, just moments ago, we all watched live as a former burglar showed us just how quickly pros can get into your house and get away with your stuff. Fighting Back reporter Steve Levine is live again with the loot and how the burglar cashed in. Just amazing to watch this happen in under 4 minutes. What, 3 minutes, 40 seconds?
That's right, 3 minutes and 42 seconds, Yolanda. Bob and his accomplice got in this house, broke in, stole all this stuff, and they were out of Dodge. Bob, tell us some of the stuff that you stole. Looks like thousands of dollars worth of stuff.
Yeah, there is, but most importantly, the rifle and the handgun. These will be used in other crimes. The handgun in robberies, possibly kill someone. This credit card is one that you call the 800 number from your home and they activate it, and you can put in your own PIN. It takes about 15 seconds. And this could have a credit limit of $5,000 to $10,000, cash advance of $3,000 or $4,000.
And this is not unusual. This is pretty much the basic stuff you'd find in any home.
Pretty much, yeah. You got some birth certificates in here, so that helps identity theft. You got cash. I love cash. You got a computer, a laptop. You got an iPad. In here, this will help facilitate identity theft, credit card fraud, financial fraud. So this is a variable which you really can't guess till you get into it and see what's available.
Now, we watched you in there. Did you target specific things? You were looking for specific items that you knew you wanted to get out of this house.
Oh, absolutely, because you see, people keep their stuff in the same place. Like here, some of this meds, this is hydrocodone. Those things sell for about $25 a pill on the street.
So of all this stuff, what is the biggest loss here for this family?
Well, I'd say probably pretty close to $10,000. Those buckles aren't cheap. There's probably about $800 to $1,000 there. Then you got that one credit card that you can use yourself. Identity theft here, some more credit cards. I'd say at least $10,000, maybe 12 to 15.
So a big hit for this family. What did they really lose out of all of this?
Yeah, what they really lost, though, Steve, was their peace of mind. That's destroyed. Because once the guys have been in your house going through your stuff, you're not going to feel safe in your home for quite a while. That's the biggest loss.
So the importance that we've been telling folks all week to fight back, to make sure they take the steps to keep the bad guys out. Thanks, Bob, for helping us. We want to thank the Glass Guru for keeping us safe. When you busted out that glass, nobody was injured during this experiment. Live in Columbus, Steve Levine, ABC 6 News.
Thank you, Steve, and thank you to Bob as well. Fine work tonight. That was really, really revealing.
Yeah, you really see just how fast they can go in there and just pretty much take all your valuables, things like that. Makes you really rethink your the whole safety things at home.
Sure
it's
does.
Crazy.
You know, there's little things like credit cards that haven't been activated yet. I've had a few of those sitting around. Those blank checks. Some of the other things that caught my eye, I took the beer out of the house. You know.
I know.
One thing he didn't do was trash the place, which of course burglars will typically do because they're not going to go through things delicately.
Right, because he's explaining what he's doing, what he's looking for, and all that stuff. So they're going to trash the place. But yeah, I'm going to get in serious safety and security mode.
If you go on our website, abc6onyourside.com, there's been a series of reports running through the week with Bob Portenier that you just saw there, and also Steve Levine. They'll give you ways that you can protect yourself, doors, where to hide things, that sort of stuff. So, all there.
All right.
All right.
Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Bill Kelly, who's talking about a great day ahead in the first warning forecast.
Yeah, we are talking about some nice weather, and yeah, it kind of gears your mind to just think of your house differently. That is for sure. That was remarkable. I'm very, very glad to have watched that. 37 degrees temperature outside right now. It is chilly. It's 35 in Dublin, 32 at Delaware, 33 around Marysville, 38 Groveport. Kids tomorrow, you're going to need to bundle them up, 25 to 30 for your bus stop forecast. It will be dry, but it will be another chilly morning out there. Other than a few clouds passing on by, that's it. Things are very quiet. It will be a quiet morning out there, and your day tomorrow, all in, looks beautiful. Great fall day, lots of sunshine, a few passing clouds from time to time. Temperatures that are